When I guys setting up the GoPros here. Back up. We were live a few minutes ago though. Had to run out real quick, but we're back. Gonna be working on this dragon again in the background here. Good day, everybody. What is happening? Wonder if this will get my regulars back on from YouTube. We had a lot of people. We had like 300 people on YouTube, and I had to bail on the live. 25 watching. Smash that follow for me, guys. We're gonna be running chainsaws here in a minute, working on the face of this dragon. And then we'll be doing some scaling on it today as well. I'll be sharing this piece to get more done. We'll share it once it's complete. So you want to hit follow, you want to subscribe, all that good stuff. I don't know if we have any commenters or comments just are not going through yet on, well, it says we have comments, nothing yet on YouTube. Anthony, thanks. Share the live, guys. Really trying to grow my page on TikTok and YouTube. We're on both platforms right now. You guys can look me up on either or, Kylehallwoodworker, and you should be able to find that on TikTok or YouTube. Shane, thanks for following the live. Appreciate you. Let's see here, 1441 seconds. These look the same. On. All right, those are recorded in time lapse. I was live carving, working on this, and my sister-in-law called my wife and said, I need help. One of my nieces locked herself in her bedroom. So Uncle Kyle was running to the rescue, but she got it squared away before we got there. So. Alright, so we're working on this dude's face right now. A little bit ago we worked on these spikes on the face, just cutting these nostrils and the mouth and the lips with the chainsaw. And we are going to be running the saw here in a minute. And we're going to kind of work our way in thinning out these pieces here for ears on each side. And we're going to snug those up, tighten those up a little bit. And we're going to start cutting in where the eyes are going to be. Once we get that rough shape done, I might move into some power tools and really get this face detailed. Candido, what's up? Tony, thanks for being here. You guys over here, smash that follow for me if you want to be able to see the dragon done. Appreciate your support. Tree Forged, thanks for that follow on the live, boss. Appreciate you, man. If you guys are here, share the live. When you guys share it up, it helps it, tells the algorithms that people are watching. Feel free to share. Follow, hit subscribe right now, and then come right on back and hang out for a few moments. Another good one is when you guys comment. When you guys comment, it helps the live grow, pushes the live out there to a lot more people much, much faster. So an easy comment is where you're from and what's the temp. I'm in upstate New York, and it's got to be about 90. I'm roasting. It's muggy. Very, very muggy today. Yeah, we're about 90 degrees. Just shy of 90, it looks like. Where is it? Green. Alright, see if we can get these eyes. Ears and eyes squared away.
going on? What's going on? Shane McLean, thank you. Appreciate you. for a customer. If you guys are here, tap that screen, help me out. Dead Dad Cars, what is up? Tap that screen, send some likes for me, guys. Hit follow if it's your first time being here. We'll post some completed videos of this thing and some other progress videos. Feel free to hit follow and share it up. Help me out. Dennis, what's up? Thanks for those likes, man. Appreciate you. I think you guys can repost. You can share as well. Hit subscribe. Hit that bell, hit off here on YouTube. If you guys want to watch me, link and profile to YouTube as well. We'll have a full video of this start to finish in time lapse on my YouTube channel once it's complete. Going on, guys? If you're here hanging out, smash that follow for me, send some likes. 11 likes, 107 people watching over on YouTube. 512 likes. We got 11 watching over here on TikTok. 4 new followers on TikTok. I don't know how many followers on here. What's going on, Sue? Working on a dragon. Right now we are roughing that head in with the saw here. And working on eyes. Just some more facial structure. A lot of this will get thinned down with power tools. We're going to get the meat of the work done with the saw. Majority of the work done with the saw. What's going on, Michael? Gene, Sue, appreciate you guys tuning back in. Yeah, my sister-in-law had called my wife. My niece had locked herself in the bedroom. Younger niece. And then my sister-in-law was like, I don't know how to get the door unlocked. So, Uncle Kyle's heading down to the rescue, but she got it figured out. We got 17 watching on TikTok. Smash that follow, smash the follow and send some likes, guys. We got 512. You guys are slacking. You get that thing to 1,000 in seconds if you want. I wish I could see stats over here. All I know is we got 128 watching with 15 thumbs up on YouTube. So we're working on a dragon right now. We're getting this face more shaped in, and then we'll start laying down the scales, the scale pattern and stuff. Still a lot of work to do on this. We got an arm to add here, so it'll have one arm up like this. 2 wings that'll have to be created and added, and a tail that's going to come out and do a loop. We've also got a tongue that'll come out with like a spiked end as well. So still a lot to do on it. If you want to be able to see it done and see a full video, hit follow, hit subscribe. I'll be posting a full time-lapse video start to finish on this on my YouTube channel. For those of you here, all you can do is hit subscribe, hit the bell, hit all, and you'll be alerted when that's uploaded. And for you guys over here, hit follow, and then there's a link in my profile to that YouTube channel. You can go there and hit subscribe, and heck, you could watch me live over on YouTube if you wanted. If you'd rather be there. I have found YouTube grows faster. People on YouTube expect longer videos, and people will actually hang out and chat. TikTok, people are here for seconds, and they just bail. Like, it's very rare. It's very few people on TikTok that actually stay longer than like 30 seconds. The average viewer on TikTok is only 30 seconds to a minute tops. My average viewer on YouTube can be 15 minutes, only because you guys swiped away, to an hour. 15 minutes to an hour for average viewers on YouTube. 30 seconds to 1 minute for viewers on TikTok. It's wild when you start looking at the numbers, how it works out. All right, let's see what we can do on the face. I think we're gonna go smaller dime tip bar. See if this saw here will fire her up for us. I haven't started this yet today. YouTube always glitches out on me. Working on this dragon here in the background though. up. We are going to be switching over to some power tools here. We got to start getting more detail in this face. Oh, it's nasty out here. Humidity is ridiculous. Yeah, here, Pete. Trying to see if I can bring this forward for you guys. Sure, it's gonna work. A little better close up there on the dragon we're working on. 51 on TikTok, 58 on TikTok. TikTok is killing. Hey, back to 204 on YouTube. Heck yeah, guys. Smash that follow for me over here, guys. Trying to hit 10,000 followers on TikTok. We got a lot of people rolling through, but I'm not seeing any new follows. Almost 80 watching on TikTok. That's wild. 4 new followers on TikTok. Nobody hits follow on TikTok. It's insane. Appreciate you guys on YouTube. 170 watching with 17 likes. Working on a dragon. We're going to bust out some power tools right now. We're going to start really detailing this face up and honing it in. And then if things are going well, we're just going to stay live and we're going to move right into scales and putting scales on this guy. So stick around. Appreciate y'all watching. I do need. I can try to do it here. Won't be a big deal. Let's see here. That's nice. Tori, thanks for smashing that follow on TikTok. Appreciate ya. Lawn Pro, what's happening? Hey, listen, if you guys are tuning in, you can always comment where you're from and what's the temperature. It helps grow the live, helps me get new followers. You guys can hit like, send those thumbs up, hit follow, hit subscribe. Do all that stuff. Over here, I'm trying to hit my first 10,000 followers, and we're a ways off. But you know, if everybody just hit follow, we'd be there by the end of today, I'm sure. We're going to be on here a while. Same thing over here. I'm sure we could get hundreds of new followers on YouTube. We've had several hundred people watching already. Sure, well, you guys can see that eye on that one side, but I'm getting it in there. Nigel, what's happening, man? Farid, what's up? Long Pro, appreciate you guys watching over here on YouTube. I don't know who we got over here on TikTok. 97 people watching on TikTok. That's pretty darn good. 77903. Thanks for hitting follow. A couple of you hitting follow on the live. Appreciate you guys. Feel free to repost it, guys. Share the live up. See how big of the numbers we can get here today. Can't do it without your help. We got 7 new followers and 2.5 thousand viewers. 2.5 thousand. I feel like TikTok can do way better than 2.5 thousand viewers. YouTube, 40 minutes, 95 right now. We had 200 people watching earlier. Be sure to like the video, hit subscribe. Come on back and hang out, guys. Working on this dragon. Kind of messed my algorithm up because I was on and then I had an emergency and ran out for about 10-15 minutes and came back on. Everything's good though, but just the way it is sometimes. Not a big deal. $25 watching on TikTok. If you guys are here, smash that follow for me. Trying to hit that 10,000 follower mark. Colin, what's happening, guys? Going on, guys? Appreciate you joining and watching and hanging out. Tap that screen and hit follow for me. Appreciate y'all. And it looks like we had another hiccup on YouTube, huh? YouTube Live is just not wanting to work today. Stand by, YouTube. What's going on, guys? It's always something. It's always something. I gotta get off this YouTube Live again. That's just the day it's gonna be, apparently. Appreciate everybody watching. I gotta end this live. I gotta handle a customer problem. So, appreciate everybody tuning in, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next time. See you later.